Unfiltered University.
Welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered University. It's your boy Big Groove, and I'm here with my co-host.
It's none other than Professor Travis Everything.
Hey, your boy Big L, man.
What's up? What's up? Oh yeah, my bad. I gotta drop that big too. Since you Big L, I can't be too big, motherfuckers.
Well, I'm the big motherfucker. You the little motherfucker.
Real big.
Y'all disrespect.
Lowercase groove.
I'm always uppercase. Stop playing with me. But yeah, how was y'all week been?
It's been a good week. A lot of stuff been happening across my platforms. I've been in tune with a lot of people who are in my circle, who I came up with as a youngin', man, doing big things, and I'm liking it, man. One of my friends up in Wisconsin, he just had a Let Our People Grow festival where he had over 3,000 attendees at his marijuana festival.
That's what's up.
Another one of my childhood friends, Ian Dunlap, he made a couple moves at the Revolt Summit.
Hey.
And he was just on at the Breakfast Club. So I'm liking everybody's moves around me, man. I'm loving it.
That's definitely what's up.
That's what's up. I ain't been doing nothing, man. Just working, being anxious to come sit with my brothers. Know what I'm saying? Got something to look forward to every week.
You like a kid at Christmas.
I swear, man. How long we been talking about this?
No, on some G shit though, like for real. Like,
Been talking about doing a podcast about 4 years, 5 years. You still like live.
Right.
We here.
We here now.
Definitely. Shit. For the most part, my week. I worked all last week. I'm tired as hell. This week, just trying to get shit straight for Thanksgiving. Get some stuff. Today was kind of stressful. For the most part, I got some shit done around the crib. Started hanging up some pictures and shit. Went to a union meeting for work and all that before here. While
I did the same thing.
Yeah, so tired, but like I couldn't let the day end without kicking it with y'all and everything like that. But let's go ahead and get into some of these topics. We got a full plate for y'all today. What y'all want to start with?
What was your union meeting about?
I can't tell you that. trying to give me five.
Top secret, huh? Now, we had a school board meeting today, actually, man, and a bunch of teachers lined up in the school city of Hammond. A bunch of teachers were out there protesting.
Y'all finna straight like Chicago?
They trying to get some money. School city of Hammond got millions. Got about $10 million auxiliary just sitting around. What you gonna do with it?
I feel it.
So,
I think teachers should be that should be one of the most highest paid professions, except in Hammond though. So yeah, but yeah, like for real, because they grooming the doctors and the lawyers and don't do that. Don't do it.
I ain't gonna say all that, but I do want to know because you did just open up a topic that I never thought about. Why are teachers paid so little? Like even the teachers with tenure, it's what's the maximum salary for a teacher? Like $75,000.
School city Hammond, I think it caps out around like 77 if you got a PhD.
That's nuts. That's nuts. And you talking about somebody with tenure that done been teaching for X amount of years and all that. Like that's wild.
Across the border though, I got a homie making like 91, and he like 13 years in with a master's degree. Yeah,
different school district and all of that. Well, of course,
15 minutes away, but getting that 90. So I'm about to make that nothing.
You finna fuck it. You finna fuck up trouble.
You finna fumble the bag. Fumble the bag was a person.
Shit, Drew over there fucking shit up. What's up, Julian? We need to talk. Hey, what's going on?
How your weekend was, man? Mr. Geek Squad.
Right, Mr. Fix It over here. Walking in, he was breaking down the laptop.
Man, so yeah, that laptop, man, it's running that, man. I'm a little behind on stuff, but man, that was the longest process ever. I appreciate the Geek Squad and all y'all do. I'm glad I ain't pay y'all, because changing that battery took me 2 hours just to change the battery.
YouTube is your friend, man.
YouTube is your friend, man. I looked it up on YouTube. They showed me how to do it. Got it done. Shout out to Larry. He came through and showed me how to plug it in.
Hey, Unfiltered University. We gonna learn it quick, fix it quick.
Yeah, I learned everything from YouTube. No, low key, like it's kind of scary. I done learned a lot from YouTube. I missed the YouTube University, really. Like I learned how to shoot.
You Unfiltered University.
I used short videos from YouTube. I done learned how to change toilets from YouTube. I done learned how to
shoes.
I done learned how to tie a bow tie from YouTube from back in the day.
Absolutely, how to tie a bow tie from YouTube. Facts, big facts.
And I learned how to put up gutters watching YouTube.
I don't know how to tie a tie.
You don't know how to tie a tie?
Regular tie?
No.
Like half Windsor, full Windsor?
No.
Jesus Christ. And you had a daddy in the house.
Yeah. I never wore those type of clothes though.
Yeah. Never went to church.
Never. No, I used to wear jeans at church. Like my pops used to always want me to wear a suit and shit, and but my first suit.
Oh yeah, for that wedding?
No.
It's gonna be one of our classes.
The lodge.
Oh.
We gotta do a class like when I was at Purdue, we did I can't say the exact name, I can't remember, but
the Ronnie class?
Black Father Home Economics.
something like that. Gentlemen to boys to men, something like that. Something like that. Where we show people how to tie tight.
Relax.
It's a lot of people who don't know how to tie tie. I learned how to tie a tie when I was like 11.
Yeah. I mean,
How you learn?
Somebody showed me.
Oh,
So it's like,
who
yeah,
showed you?
shit, somebody from church. So
What church you went to?
New Starlight Missionary Baptist Church.
He got rid of it.
only group from the Cal, Guthrie, go to church.
Boys going to praise the Lord. I wish they would mess with them.
Hey, you'll be surprised.
You will be surprised.
But no, my guy that taught me how to tie a tie, I was like seven.
7.
Yeah, when I
learned
first
in
learned
high
how,
school.
like when I learned how to tie like a half Windsor, I was like 7, 8. But matter of fact, he also showed me how to turn a regular tie into a bow tie. It's a way you can do that too. Yeah, YouTube taught me that one. Yeah, like he showed me first, and then when I got older, I watched it on YouTube. Like, because that's not something you do. Like, you only do that if you ain't got a bow tie and you hurting and you ain't got no money. Right? Yeah, like this. It's a way you could tie a regular tie, and it can actually look, and you tie like a bow tie once you get it straight. Like that shit dope as hell. But like that's a long ass process.
Yeah, but that's something like I feel like, even if you don't like use it, like you might not never wear a tie when you get older, but just to know how to do it. It's
definitely a good skill to have. Yeah. Like
Last time you wore a tie?
A couple months ago to a Mason meeting.
Oh, Mason meeting. Okay.
Was it a tie or a bow tie?
No, I wore a tie. I ain't wore a bow tie in a minute.
Yeah, I wore a bow tie to my meetings.
Fuck.
Hey.
What meetings?
Mason meetings. Man, you know what I'm saying? It's my brother right here.
Okay.
last time I wore a tie was when I went to my job interview. I ain't wore it since.
I ain't even wear a tie to my job interview. Man.
I did. I wore one of mine.
The office and it's like, oh, you can wear jeans and stuff. It's like, what?
You can wear jeans at your job?
Jeans at the
And we
bank.
back office, can't nobody see us.
So look, listen.
right.
The job I'm at now, my interview was on Zoom. I was in the polo and boxes, bro.
Dude, disgusting. You sick as fuck.
It was funny as hell.
I ain't not man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I gotta stop drinking so much. I've been drinking since like 5 something. It's like 10:30. I got like 5 hours of drinking behind me.
You coming with me after when we done?
No, I'm going home.
That's crazy. Friends.
I mean, if we was going to Coaches, I might, because I want some wings.
I want some
Shut
jerk.
the fuck up.
I want some jerk chicken tacos.
I'm cool.
Yes, sir. But yeah, what's the
take-
first topic, man? Let's get, because you not.
I'm all right. No, I go for some Sheffield's wings.
Hold up.
I ain't had no Sheffield's wings in a minute.
Is Yeezy and Drake doing something together?
The word came down from up high, and Jay Prince put the shit in motion.
What's about to happen?
I don't know, but the beef over. I can tell you that much.
Mm-hmm.
Kanye West had a gun in Kanye West's back and forced that man to read, and he do not know how to read.
Right.
Prayers for Kanye.
I ain't gonna say all that.
Yeah, prayers for Kanye. Somebody protect that man.
Hey, listen. When the beef got called off some years back, after Push put out the shit and that shit got real, I knew what was at work. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they got some dope ass music and shit coming, but to me that's weird because they look uncomfortable in that picture together. They look real.
They just took a picture together?
Yeah, I thought I showed it to you. Yeah, it's like
about
this
to
Jay
show
Prince.
me.
Oh, my bad, I got you.
I seen one with Jay Prince and Kanye.
Yeah, it's another one. It's Jay Prince, Ye, and Drake in the middle.
For real?
Yeah.
See, I ain't.
I thought I showed it to you.
No, I ain't seen that one. I just seen
Oh,
the
I got
one
you.
with Kanye West.
Oh, my
That's
bad.
wild.
I'm finna show it to y'all now. Y'all go ahead and talk while I pull it up. Pause.
You know how Jay Prince talk.
Jay Prince, man.
He gonna make cats.
I feel the same.
Y'all two need to sit together. Work this out.
Why y'all treat that man like the boogeyman though?
Like I keep telling you, read his.
I'm gonna check the book out. I'm gonna check it out.
Read his autobiography. It's a good read. It's very inspirational, and I kind of see why people don't.
Why? Because he got a pig for him, so they say.
So they
a
say.
hog for him.
I mean, he a solid dude, and people respect him.
I'm
That's
sure.
what it is.
I'm sure.
Keon.
Yeah, my mama, he like Kanye like Keon right there. I think Cam said that shit in the block.
Kanye said what? Kanye look like what?
He like Keon Frazier.
Man, Drake they trash.
You can tell when somebody wrinkle their forehead up like that.
They say, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Hurry up.
like, okay,
Hurry up and take this picture so we get this shit over with. They got to fight still. Like,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Kanye can fight. I ain't saying that I think Drake can fight neither, but I really don't think Kanye. He talk too much for a nigga that can fight.
Kanye got some spaz out in him.
Nah,
Spaz out.
What you mean spaz?
The hits might not hurt you, but they gonna be spazzing.
That's like a dog. It don't hurt biting at your ankles.
man, I don't know. I think Kanye got some of that strength in him.
Man, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we can't say that. Yeah, he got some of that strength in him. Like,
man, please. Like it's just weird. Like why you? I get it. Like a lot of good, like I said, like a lot of good marketing, music, merchandise, and all that shit probably gonna come from it. Like it's, of course, you can make more money together and apart, but it's like for as real as Kanye felt about what Drake was saying. Like I rolled by Kris Jenner wave, or I can see your house from my like all like from the Calabasas, like all like the little sly shit Drake has said in the songs and interviews and all that other stuff. We can't be friends after that, like cause you still talk about my wife and her family at the end of the day.
And if it's true what Kanye West said, like Drake said he ain't bust down Kim Kardashian, but he make it seem like it. That's some weak shit. Like. Yeah, that shit weak. Just trying to paint the illusion. Yeah, that's the suckers love painting illusions.
I told you this a long time.
Yeah,
I caught that.
Yeah,
I told you this a long time ago. I believe every rapper lies. Every single rapper. I
don't believe that.
I know you don't, because you'll never look at Jay-Z like he ever lied in the verse.
Right.
But Jay-Z also said it on Ignorant Shit with Benny Siegel, even if believe half of what you see, even if it's me, like even if it's backed by me, like he told you, like you can't believe everything that I say either.
You was drunk.
He was drunk. Niggas make excuses for it. Niggas make excuses for who they look.
So cold, man.
Look, I'm just saying, it's like, I don't know, man. Like it's everybody look uncomfortable. Jay Prince just look like he Jay Prince in that photo. Drake looked like, yeah, okay, the OG called the shots, the heat off and all that. And Kanye look like I don't even really want to be here. I ain't want to read that shit in the last post. Like it looked real weird. And y'all niggas just need to fight.
It looked like two brothers was fighting and the daddy made them hug immediately after.
Right.
And they still mad at each other. They ain't want to do it.
Facts.
That's what it looked like.
Big facts.
And they some hoes because they could have jumped him. But whatever.
Hey. I've heard stories and speculation from certain people.
Of what?
About, and I ain't even gonna say their name, but if who they say has what they say they got, I understand why certain people are scared of certain people. But if that's the case, you don't need to be around them motherfuckers then, because you ain't finna force me into no business. I keep it like that.
That man changed that man's life.
I don't think nobody being forced. I don't think Kanye being forced. Kanye has the mission. One of his missions is to get Hoover free, and trying to draw as much attention to that as possible. And so teaming up with Drake for that December.
For the second pod in a row, I'm finna ask you, what is that going to do for black people?
Who knows, man? What is the Yeezy 3000 do for black people?
It's not.
He still dropped them.
I believe it'll bring a little structure to Chicago. A little bit.
I doubt that. I doubt that entirely.
It could, man. It could lead a chain of events.
Because at the end of the day, that organization is not what it was when Hoover went in. It's not.
It can set off a chain of events, though. Hoover's free. All right. The grandfathers his age get in line.
Half of them is probably dead, if not more, or locked up.
But any ones who's still out, the grandfathers his age get in line. Those grandfathers start teaching their grandchildren of the ways of what to do and what not to do. Now those grandparents are out here on some type of level doing what they should have been doing the last 30 years.
On a level.
I don't think it does any of that. I think it's just, if you look at his situation, like he's been locked away for over 40 years or something like that. So he's been locked up 40 years. A lot of the other individuals that he got locked up with are out. And that's why they're trying to get him out. It's like, all right, he doesn't served enough. He's old. Y'all did all this to him while he was in prison, where you're like cutting off contact from the outside world, and when people go in, they have to be wired when they talk to him. So it's like, at this point, he's in his 70s. Just let him come home so he can see his grandkids.
And that's
Bernard is in his 70s.
Huh?
Bernard in his 70s.
Yeah.
Damn.
it's like to think that it's actually going to retool and restructure what the establishment and the organization is now. That's ludicrous, because we talked about it last season. We talk about it all the time. My bad, not last season. We talked about it on the previous pod of the School and Jonesy show. What do you tell a young nigga with money? What can you tell a young nigga with money?
Slow down.
Nothing, because they don't listen.
It depends on who you is. Sometimes the messenger is more important than the message.
Ooh, say it again.
Yeah, to a ready to listen individual, you right. These young niggas don't want to listen to nothing. You can't tell them anything. And the thing is, in order for them to listen, they have to come to you for the advice. You can't go to none of them trying to impart wisdom, because already, think of us at that age. We all thought that we knew it all then. And we didn't have hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars. These niggas are multimillionaires with their name and face plastered everywhere. I'm talking about the niggas in rap, but we could take it to niggas in the street. If you in the street,
yes,
okay, cool. If you talking about niggas in the street getting money, if you up however many bands, however many 100,000, God please don't touch the M already. What you gonna tell a nigga that done touch the M and he ain't even 23 yet? What are you telling him? Even if you are OG, what are you telling him? How are you getting close to him to tell him anything? And why he gotta listen to you? He up an M already. And I agree.
We ain't talking about the ones up at M. We're talking about the ones.
Even if you talking to the ones up 10K.
The ones down. Talking about the ones that's down.
If you talking to the ones that's down, you ain't talking. You not talking to them in general.
The ones that's down.
Well, I think because Lil Hoover is like a larger than life. Like he like a, I don't know, like any celebrity. You know, people will listen to what he has to say, but would it change a lot? I doubt it at this point. Just because, like Marcus said, like what you go tell him, and then if I'm out in the streets and you've been away for X amount of years, what the fuck I'm listening to you for? I'll probably listen to my big brother or my big cousin before I listen to you.
Who all say that? On Hoover.
And I don't mean no disrespect. At the
a lot of folks say that.
And at the end of the day, if I'm up having much money, what does that mean to me? Even if I do fall under that flag.
Who you know up a million?
I don't know nobody up a million.
What 19-year-old person you know?
I don't know nobody up no money at all.
Okay. How many 19-year-old people do you know up a million?
I don't know nobody at all up a million.
I ain't saying the name of name.
I don't know nobody. What can I say? When we was in school, people were always getting money. Always. And they were doing it on their own, or with just the help of the niggas from the block, or who they grew up around. Plain and simple.
How many people you knew up?
In the moment, hold on. Look,
$50K in high school. How many people you knew up $50K in high school?
It was a handful.
I'm not saying who. I said
it was a handful.
I knew a couple people that was
it was a handful.
50K in school. Like
more than that. The niggas
Well, talk to me. How many? 4?
About 4 or 5.
A handful. It was definitely a handful. Like niggas been getting money, and the thing is, niggas from their own hood or own block couldn't talk to them once they started getting money. Okay. So the thing is, it's like you been like, yeah, I know your name is your name at the end of the day, like Marlo said in the wire, but you've been gone for however many years. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you like your name got a lot of clout and all that, like the kids say attached to it. But at the end of the day, I done made my name in these streets.
Right.
I done did whatever I had to do to get wherever I'm at. And mind you, I don't agree with none of this. I'm just telling you how young niggas think. What can you say to me? Why should I listen to you? You got caught because that's how stupid. That's how young niggas think. You got caught. So,
if I got a crowd in front of me, you saying I shouldn't even open up my voice?
No, I'm not saying that because see, you looking at it from you being him as that aspect.
If I'm Hoover, I shouldn't open up my mouth.
Should. You definitely should.
Okay, cool.
But picture me as a young motherfucker,
right?
With the money already.
So once again, I'm talking to a crowd, and you missing 4, 5. So 4, 5 of y'all can't tell me nothing. Wait till I get my money right. You can't tell me nothing. So them 5 got their money right. We can't tell them nothing. Now we got 100 more, 1,000 more. Somebody gonna listen.
What was you gonna say?
Some people will listen, but a lot of this stuff is kind of far gone, in my opinion.
You're right. That's
go ahead.
See, I know Julius's point of view. Julius' point of view is nothing helps anything. That's his point of view. No matter what you say,
you know, that's weird because that's true though, and I could never say that, but that is how you think though about a lot of shit.
With certain stuff, there's nothing you can do. Like it's stuff you can't do. Like you can't stop murders. You're not gonna stop people from raping and molesting people. You're not gonna stop people from thieving. If it could be stopped, it would have been stopped.
Okay.
Years ago.
Okay.
How long have people been on Earth?
Okay, wait.
And this stuff been going on since the beginning of the time.
Go, and then I'm gonna chime in off.
Cook.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, it's some stuff that's never gonna stop. Like, but I don't see it ever stop.
But see, that's not true. You gotta remember a lot of that, and this is gonna open up a whole other can of worms. A lot of that is government regulated, like because the opposite side of crime is, and you learn this in sociology. Crime provides employment. The only reason you have police is to police crime. Without crime, there is no policing. That's a job that doesn't exist. And I know it's a weird way to look at that, but there is an upside to crime. It's a lot of benefits, oxymoron, that come from crime. It's a real weird way of looking at that.
How many police officers in the city of Chicago?
I don't know off the top of my head. I
don't know either.
But
them 100 folks better find another job.
But yeah, all right, I get what you're saying there, but before it was a police establishment ever created in any society, people were killing people.
Absolutely. Like crime, killing and crime and murder and everything that you're talking about has been going on since the beginning of the time.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's not gonna stop.
But the thing about it is, it's pushed in certain areas more than it is in other areas. So that's what I'm saying. That's a whole other conversation. What I'm saying is, we ain't this generation of kids and every generation say it, but I can say it for ours. It's not the same generation that we grew up under. Like we listened to the niggas that was outside before we could come outside. Like our older brothers, cousins, all of that, like the OGs and shit. These niggas, truth be told, started getting money at a lot younger age than a lot of us started getting money. Like I knew a couple people that was hustling at like 11, 12. All of these young niggas is hustling like 11, 12 now. Like all of these niggas. And I know it ain't all of them, but it's like a good majority of them. By the time they freshmen in high school, these niggas is up. Like up. What are you telling them by the time they 17, 18 graduate?
Okay.
So, some will listen, some won't. Like, I know a nigga, he is loud, flashy, boisterous, is that the word? Mm-hmm. Do stupid shit. You know, another nigga that's up, he humble, he'll listen to you. He'll apply the advice that he given. Everybody some people listen, some people won't. Like some niggas just stupid. Shout out to the stupid niggas. Be careful out there.
I'm just saying that it's, and I'm not saying that wouldn't be a great feel good story, and I'm not saying that he don't deserve to be home and that I don't want him home. What I'm saying is pushing that like that's an agenda, and like we actually think that that'll quell all the, like look at all the positive motherfuckers you have in Chicago already. Like you got a chance that then donated more money and been a staple in the community.
But he looked at it as a cornball.
And that's my thing, because if it takes the person that got the negative image to turn everybody around, we're missing the point. The kids is missing the point, because you only gonna listen to him because he got the image that you kind of still look up to. You're not gonna listen to the person that's giving you the same message that the reformed whoever he is giving you now that he home and he done did whatever he did in the past in the bed and shit. Because they both give you the same message. So it's about the messenger, not the message, and that's you missing the point. So so going back to my original question, like it's not gonna make a difference, is it? Because you don't care about the message, you just want the messenger. That's why I don't think it's beneficial.
What makes a difference?
The message makes a difference.
The message.
The message makes a difference, not the messenger. Okay. Because if you only care about the messenger, you don't. Like, you're not really following for the right reason. That's like saying that you go to a certain person's church just because of who preaches.
Church, and that's how it is often.
And that's the problem. That's the biggest problem in church. You following behind somebody.
The messenger. I followed behind the messenger.
You should, but the Bible tells you itself you're supposed to pay attention to the message. Anybody could be telling you anything. If you're not getting in that Bible for yourself, going to Bible study, reading it, meditating it, praying, talking to God on your own, and getting a better understanding of the message for your own self, it's serving you no purpose going to church every Sunday just because so-and-so behind the pulpit. The messenger don't really make a difference. The message is still going to be what the message is. It's up to you to interpret that on your own and get a better understanding with God. Same thing applies here. The messenger should not make a difference. If he's saying the same thing that I'm saying and he's saying it.
Why then did people follow Jesus? He was a messenger. You know what I'm saying? Like Judaism and the Jewish law was the message. Then why even follow Jesus? They followed the messenger. They followed John the Baptist. He was a messenger.
Two different people, but could you just prove my point?
I'm naming two.
You just prove my point.
I'm naming people that they are going to follow because they know how to get that point across poignantly.
Were they the only people that delivered that message?
No, there were other messengers before them.
Exactly. Because, again, the point is, the only reason you're going to follow said person is because of the person delivering the message. You're never going to get the message because you're just paying attention to who the distributor is.
Oh, you're going to get the message. Put it like when that distributor distributes it to you, you got the message.
Okay, so what happens when you take that person away?
You got the message already.
No, because what if you didn't get it then? Because everybody don't get the message the first time. Mm-hmm. It's just like when your parents tell you, blah, 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 don't do whatever. Blah. Like, no, I was doing it. No, I was doing it for emphasis this time. Like, your parents tell you, hey, don't do this. And you do it anyway. And they got to tell you more than once. Hey, didn't I tell you to take out the garbage? Hey, didn't I tell you not to do that? But they tell you more than once. If you really cared about who the messenger was, who's a better person to listen to than your parents? Who raising you every day?
Sometimes, kids are. It's natural in kids to defy a parent.
Or any authority figure, because you're a teacher. Do your students get the message every time that you tell them? No. Which is why you got to do tutoring. Which is why you do before school stuff. Which is why you do parent-teacher conference. Which is why all these things are in place because the students don't get it from jump.
There's the right person. Like, if I see 150 kids a day in class, right? My angle, they got 7 teachers. One teacher coming from this way, one teacher coming up the middle, somebody coming from the side, somebody coming from the top. Come from this angle, didn't touch him. Me coming up the middle, didn't reach him. But this other teacher, Miss Jenkins, another business teacher, she coming from the side. And for some reason, they gravitating to her.
You're proving my point.
It's her angle.
Exactly, which is proving that it's not about who the messenger is. It's about what the message is. And my point going back to Chance.
No, the messenger. She came from this angle because my angles couldn't hit her.
What is
hit the kid?
The messenger.
You think it's the messenger?
All right. Like the reason, like Chance, a lot of them niggas feel like they don't relate to Chance. So
which is weird because Chance was in the streets too. If you pay attention,
I hear him all the time on the G throwing up the I see all of that.
And I know we got our personal thoughts about Chance as far as which is another conversation.
I fuck with Chance.
No, I do too, but I still think that he may be an industry plant, which is another conversation. Like, I agree with you because we talked about it before too. Like, so we all in agreement. Like, it's like to me that's weird though because again, like you proving it is that you don't care about the message. You don't care.
I mean, you could. It's the same message. It's just a different person. Like one got more credibility than the other
because it's the messenger. So you care about the messenger, not the message.
It's the message. It's still the message. It's just who the message coming from.
The messenger.
Message.
It's the same shit, bro.
So
it's not.
Don't be a menace.
What is Larry Hoover's message going to be when he comes on?
Yeah,
Who knows, man?
Let them kids play.
I don't know, man. Whatever they stand up.
Put the guns down. Let them
what
kids
they've been
play.
saying on the radio.
Whatever they stand
since
for, man.
15.
I don't know. Proper preparation beats poor performance. I don't know.
7 years old. When he comes out, I feel like he's going to be like more like, let me spend time with my family that I've never seen before.
Right.
Real talk.
Yeah, it's cool. Y'all want me to talk to these kids, but I gotta talk to my family. Like that's the time I would be on.
And you know what's great?
I can't wait till they make the Boondocks episode about this shit.
I want
Take
them
me
to
back
come
to
back.
jail. I want to see my family. Y'all want me to do this other shit? Nah, fuck. Take me back to jail.
And again, I'm not saying that like that wouldn't be a great like first of all, like he don't deserve to be home. I think he didn't definitely pay this debt to society. And
Said he does.
I definitely think he deserved to be home.
Oh, I thought you said he don't.
My bad. My bad. No, like
said he
I
does.
definitely believe he deserved to be home. Like I definitely feel like he done paid his debt to society and all that. But it's like when you making an argument, yeah, like Ye doing blah 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 because bringing Hoover home is gonna do this, that, and the third for Chicago.
You're right.
I feel like you spitting in the face of everybody who's currently in Chicago.
Trying.
Who's doing their blood sweat. It's like you got like you got teachers out there on the front line every day. You got people who have been in the streets and been reformed and out there trying to like right wrongs and get people big brother, big sister programs. I'm like if you telling me that one man can come home and make all the difference in the world when you got all these people here sacrificing and dedicating, you proving to me you proving my point. It's not about where it's coming from. It's about it's not about what's coming. It's about who it's coming from. Like, and it's like, okay, the question to me again is going to come into play. What happens when a good Lord call him home? The city gonna turn around and go right back to where it was? I mean, everybody got a date that they gonna check out.
Nah, let me stop.
Hey, I'm with that too. Shit.
But no, like you brought up like the teachers or whatever. Like I believe some teachers could get a hold of one of the shorties, and I also believe a lot of them teachers just there for a check and they don't give a fuck.
Definitely.
Hey man, bring that man home. He gonna. Oh Jesus Christ, he's
Y'all say
dead.
I be saying things be too far gone. That's what I mean. If a kid like 16, 17, y'all watch The Wire. Hey, E2Cs, you can't do nothing with him. Let's get these kids.
Oh yeah,
Elementary, junior high school.
Amsterdam and all of that.
Yeah, A2C, like right now, kids 16, 17, man, they out there. It's hard to get them back. I mean,
It's over.
You got to start it.
but
You got to start young. Like,
and then even at a young age, let's keep it real. You can't save them all. Let's be honest.
What your parents said.
If everybody could be saved, everybody would have been saved.
which again, because you asked the number one question. If Hoover can do what your parents couldn't, that's the problem. Now I get it. If your parents was non-existent or they living that life or whatever, or they weren't there, like they got called home before you was finished growing.
Okay, yeah.
That's a
I can
different
respect
conversation. But if your parents are there every day and they trying to pour into you and keep you on a straight and narrow, and you just choosing to live that life, and Hoover's the difference after he come home and your parents there every day with their blood, sweat, and tears, sacrificing and going to work, making sure that you got all the amenities at home, that's a problem. If you listening to him over me, and I'm the motherfucker here making sure that you straight every day in and day out, you missed the boat. Because you listening to him just because it's him, not because of what he's saying. Because he's saying the same shit that I am. And don't give me that, oh, it sounds different when it comes from somebody else, even if it's the same shit. Because it shouldn't take somebody coming out the pen to tell you what I've been. No, hell no. No. You're not selling me on that.
Because at the same time, you probably don't know Daddy was going through that, like was in the shits. But you know for a fact he was. So Daddy don't know what the fuck he talking about. But if it's coming from him, like
I feel what you said.
No,
I feel what you said.
I understand what you said. Like I get what you saying, but I also like.
No, I get it. But see, my response to that is you don't know what Daddy had to do to make sure that you or Mama had to do to give you the life that you got. And the difference is, and no disrespect to him,
Big Meech daddy ass nigga.
I ain't get caught. I ain't get caught doing whatever I was doing. She ain't get caught doing whatever it was she was doing. At the end of the day, you get to go in that bedroom every night and lay your head down on that mattress and that pillow because I provide a life for you. She provide a life for you. You get to wear all them dope ass clothes, all that fly ass jewelry. You get to play that PS whatever, that Xbox whatever, because I provide the life for you. And if you telling me somebody who you ain't never met, that you just claiming whatever, holds a higher title over
No, we're not saying that at all.
Even think on that angle, think of, all right, they gonna be like, oh, this is who Larry Hoover is. Somebody might try to kill him.
That's what's gonna happen.
Some young kid might try to kill him. Like,
I ain't want to.
Some young kid might try to kill him.
I was around.
It's about clout.
It's about clout. I was around a kid and he was talking to his father. His father was like, describe how it was back in the day, saying how, oh, this person was this. He's like, look, kid's like, look, man, I'll kill that dude right now. Straight up, like, I don't care about that old back in the day shit. Yeah. And these kids like that.
Yeah.
Young teens like that. And if they get the chance, they will.
I'll put it to you like this, and I'm gonna keep the names out of it. This when we were still in college. And I know we've been on this for way longer than we were supposed to. This was supposed to be the short topic. And we keep it pushing. But I was talking to so and so who grew up, born and raised from wherever they from. And they was like, yeah, like when I was growing up, you couldn't just say on the whatever. Like, it had to be some action behind that. Now, like with y'all generation, he was talking about us, me, you, Trav, scoring everybody who, like, from our age group and shit. It was like, people just say on the whatever, and it don't be no nothing behind it. It don't be no action. Like, they just say it like in fun. And it shows you the difference in the generation. Because when we was outside and in the streets, like, if you were saying on the whatever, like,
oh yeah,
like it was that, like it was really, really that.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, what you saying is 100% right. Like, you just doing whatever because of what, like the acclaim and the attention that you gonna get from it, man. You said it. I didn't want to be the one to say it. I think that's what would happen immediately. Just off of GP, just because you want, you gonna get hella. It's the conversation that we gotta have for Patreon, because it's something that I want to ask y'all, and I ain't gonna ask y'all on this platform or whatever. I ask y'all off mic, cause I ain't asked y'all yet, but I definitely want to ask y'all. Like, and I want y'all honestly got opinion on it. But it's just like I think you personally giving this younger generation entirely too much credit, entirely.
That's the teacher in him, though.
True. I forgot who I'm talking to.
What's going on? What happened? What happened? I'm giving them credit for what?
Because I think that you think that him coming out, like, you gonna see like this huge resurgence of.
What do y'all think? Who thinks that I think that? I don't even think that.
Oh,
I mean,
That's me. I think that he could be able to change some shit. Like
what though? And how?
Put a little. It's gonna be a little bit at a time, but I believe it'll be a little bit of structure, a little bit at first. That little bit might stretch. Like, damn. Yeah, man. Hey, as long as he don't come out with that, pay me my money, pay what you owe, trying to extort niggas.
He ain't coming out like that, because when he get released, it's gonna be a period, man, where you got to check in with the authorities.
You know what?
You're gonna have to check in with the authorities probably, bi-monthly.
I damn don't want to take shit back now.
And he can't be active.
What you just said?
Yeah, because I think, honestly though, I think he got somebody. He's talking to somebody he getting his word to the street.
I'm sure of that.
Ain't nobody paying his ass no attention. So,
Clearly.
so yeah, man.
Clearly. Like, that's I was just waiting for y'all to come around.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
it's...
Still
like,
let him out, though.
I mean, because and it's funny because I was having this argument at work a couple months ago. Like, not about this, just about, like, niggas being locked up but still getting their word to the street. Like again, we are from the same neck of the woods. We on niggas who was running shit from the pen or whatever, or heard said stories or whatever. It's like, if that was the case, the streets wouldn't be the way they are now. Like, I just think that's a lost cause. But like I said, we've been on this too long. I let y'all get y'all last opinions out about it.
Free that man. Let him out. Whatever.
Absolutely.
And I ain't even know what I'm saying. Let him out, man.
I ain't even know what I'm saying. Shut the fuck up.
Let him out.
Yeah, put on the show. Kanye West and Drake put on their show. Free all the political prisoners.
I like the way you put that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Professor.
So,
Right. Yeah, so, you know, moving right along to the topic of the week, and it's just Tuesday. Go ahead, Larry.
Shout out to the baby, man. Shout out to the baby.
Jonathan
he
Kirk.
pulled one of my moves.
Man.
That's sick.
Hey. Man.
I ain't necessarily against it. I just think it's sick.
So the baby and what's it, Danny Lay?
However you pronounce her name.
Whatever her name is, she's whatever. They had an altercation. He go live, show the world how she acting, and he's getting the ass, like the shit end of the stick. They killing him. He said they was never together. She is a sad bitch.
Which is probably true.
Then you got all this, like, you got the internet detectives going, making memes, showing all the pictures, and just putting everything together, showing that what he said was a lie. Got people calling him a snitch for calling the police.
No. That don't make him a lie, but continue.
Hey.
That don't, just because we got pictures together does not mean that we was together.
Right, so, like, who did I tell? I told one of my guys from my old job, sometimes you got to do main chick shit with the side chick. It be like that sometimes.
You are sick.
Hey, man.
I ain't necessarily saying that you're wrong either. I'm just saying you out for saying that out loud.
I mean,
but this is on University.
Okay.
Sometimes, hey, they do us the same way, bro.
Question:
Facts.
They do.
If she the side chick, who the main chick?
That's not our business.
Or maybe it's just a bunch of sides.
Yeah. And
Maybe he don't. Thanksgiving time, he just wants some dressing, yams.
I don't need no turkey.
No turkey, man. No.
Give me some collards and some masticholi. I'm good. Put some turkey pieces in the collars. I'm good.
How long you been with her?
They was never together. He was just hitting her.
How long was he hitting her? How long was they? Did
they
they have relations?
I'm anxious to see where this is going. I mean, they got a kid. What, they kid like 3 months, ain't it?
Yeah.
So that's
so at
9
least
months plus 3 months. That's 12. That's a year.
At least a year. At least a year. So what are you saying?
Unless the baby was premature and she had her, she was 4 months.
This nigga is
And that's from the. Was that the first time they had sex?
That's what we said at least. So from that math, you can infer anything between a year or two. At least 2 years. Or even a year and a half. Like, it's,
I heard she was living with him for 3 months since the baby was born. She was staying in his crib.
That could be the case. I know people that
You can stay at one of my houses while I'm on the road.
On the road.
While you're always on the road.
I ain't that. You know what I'm saying?
I say this just to respond to that real quick. I know somebody who was literally like living with somebody, and they really didn't even get together till after their baby was born. So it's like, just because we together and we doing everything together and we going out and we doing this and we doing that does not mean that we're together. And I think the thing that really needs to be addressed is the fact that, for starters, unless you sit down with a motherfucker and you have real legit, a clear, concise understanding as to whatever it is y'all doing, and it's a title attached to that, you can't just sit up there and assume and say that you with a motherfucker. Let's start there. But I'll turn it back over to you.
To me?
Yeah, to you.
I'm not saying she the side chick. I'm saying that she had to been the forefront chick in the forefront, chick in the limelight. The person everybody knew was pregnant for the last 9 months plus the 3 months that she's had the baby.
I mean, she a star herself though, so like that's
Okay.
not
She's a star herself. Was she in the limelight? Was she posting him?
I don't know. I know she had her own following.
They were posting each other.
Okay,
I say this.
so him saying she the side chick, that's cap. That's cap. Who the main chick? Your ex baby mama?
Oh, his baby mama, his old baby mama pregnant? Oh, well, then that's your
Well.
argument in the foot.
Well,
That ain't shooting argument in the foot,
Yes,
man.
it is because she a star herself, so she already had a following before.
Which who? Danny Lee?
Yeah.
What about the other baby mama?
No,
The other baby mama is a side chick rebound back. Never stop fucking you from the beginning. Just on and on relapse.
so wait, you know her side chick because why?
Who?
His first baby mama. Because that's his
I
first baby mama.
said side chick bounce back relapse. Still fucking you. Never stop fucking you.
So why she a side chick? Why can't she be the main?
Because somebody else been out here. I'm fucking on somebody else,
So because you
and I'm fucking on somebody else publicly.
What that mean?
And she's publicly displaying me on her Instagram, and I'm publicly posting her.
Hold up. So I'm just finna use these two for an example because their relationship stays in the limelight. It was speculated that Will and Margaret, whatever her face name, Margaret, was in the public eye because they did Focus and
The movie
Suicide
together.
Squad and Suicide Squad like back to back with each other, and they were speculated to be dealing. So because Will is fucking on her, speculated publicly, that made Jada the side chick.
No, Will wasn't posting her. She wasn't pregnant, carrying Will's baby.
Oh, so because you post somebody. Because see, like you doing all the stuff that the women do, and some men, because we doing certain activities that makes us an item.
hell yeah. Nah, man.
Y'all niggas is weird.
She go with him, he don't go with her. That's what it is, bro.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
that's the
She
thing,
go
too.
with him.
That's a
cool.
thing too.
That's why it's
He don't go with her. I can rock with that. I can rock with that.
established. Not even I would say at the beginning. Like at some point, you got to get that established.
Whenever you think it's more than what y'all started out as, it's time for a conversation.
Yeah,
You can't just go around assuming shit.
yeah. Because apparently, he said he was a side chick the whole time. Maybe he treated side chicks good. You know what I'm saying?
Some
people treat them better than the man.
some people
He
do.
used the wrong terminology, man.
How?
Nah,
Who's main?
That's nobody's business, but it is.
But then why are we talking about it then?
Because he said it. He called it.
Huh?
he-
So
man.
why we if
I know-
it's public
I know-
display and we could talk about side chick,
I know
who the
some-
main?
I know somebody that took their side chick on a vacation out the country before they took their main.
Fam,
What female is claiming to be the main? Who claiming to be the main?
Wait, pause. Because you just touched on a real important topic. Let's not act like there's not a real culture out there where that main niggas and main women treat they side whatever's better than they treat whoever
He
they
used the wrong terminology. He shouldn't have said side chick.
No, because she could very well
He
be a
should have
side
said
chick.
you one of my that I'm fucking with.
Which in layman's terms is a side chick.
Nah. When you one of my chicks that I'm fucking with, you're not a side chick. Because I don't have a main for you to be on the side.
Maybe.
No, because he very well could have a main.
Could have. Ain't nobody claiming that spot.
Maybe at the beginning he had a man, and then she was the side, and then she lost the man.
No, because y'all thinking too much.
Basically, he should have said, I ain't with nobody. So all I get is I ain't with nobody.
Or he could be with somebody, and she could be the main. That's a real thing. Like, why are we trying to act like that's not a possibility?
It's a possibility.
Like, it's like who? Like, we trying to make it seem like this man lying. Like, that's why she
I'm
got
just saying,
mad.
Use
Like,
the
you
wrong
can't-
terminology.
If he don't got a main, it's a 50% chance that he's not lying and that he actually has a real main that don't nobody know nothing
No,
about.
she's mad because he said, "Get out my house."
No, she got pissed the moment he called
Yeah.
her his side.
No, she was pissed from jump.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to that white beater though with
Yeah,
no
straight
brown.
up.
That shit look good.
And you see old girl about to told her because she started having that fucking
That
hand
shit
for
look good, boy.
Sexy.
Little yellow ass.
But my bad. Go ahead.
corny for doing it, but she was corny for staying too.
Bam.
They just a corny bunch at this point.
Bam.
Two cornballs.
That's fact. That's a fact.
I understand, like, he might have went live because apparently, I don't know, she got an assault charge. I don't know, it's because she hit him in the video. She did something before, but, you know, he went live telling her to get out the house. She should have just left. Man.
Is that corny?
What?
Put yourself in that position. I'm not choosing.
It's what corny?
And I'm not choosing sides. I'm saying put yourself in that position with somebody that you asking to leave. Because you see, because the one thing I ain't see nobody talk about is throughout that video, he kept asking her to get out, and she would not leave. She kept saying, well, you get off on live. Fam, I'm in my house on my phone. There's nothing that you could tell me to do in my house. You know, you're right. So if you're not getting out the house, and let's say I don't want to call the police on you from jump. Let's say I don't want to do that. What am I supposed to do? Am I just supposed to sit there hostage because you're a woman and I can't do shit to you? Because everybody's saying he's corny, but it's like, okay, remove him. Put yourself in that position. What are you gonna do?
You gotta call
what I would do,
call the police.
I would record it. What I would do, I would record it. I wouldn't go live. But once my name get out there and motherfuckers start trying to drag me through the mud, oh, here go the proof right here. Then that's when I would put out certain shit. I won't put it all out. Like, when a motherfucker broke in my house, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
I could have.
But pause right there. And the only pushback I'm going to give you is you're assuming that you're going to get the chance to tell your side of the story or to put out your side of the story.
Why wouldn't I?
Get locked up.
Tory Lanez. And you know how you and I both feel about that.
I bet Tory Lanez wish he would have recorded that shit.
I bet Tory Lanez got all the proof in the world that
He's not going into this.
I'm just saying because it's like him and I have had conversations off mic about this said topic, and it's like, okay, like it's easy to say what you would be able to do, barring everything going according to plan. But I'm pretty sure the plan wasn't to be in that position from jump. So, okay, like you got to deal with the shit that's in front of you.
I'll say this too. He wouldn't lie to save himself from doing something stupid as well.
I definitely believe that. I believe it was corny.
He probably would have beat our ass if he wasn't lying.
I believe he would have choked the dog shit.
I'm not doing nothing.
Like you said, I would have recorded it too, but I just wonder what.
She break the phone. You recorded.
I'm not doing nothing.
Then what?
She ain't break the phone when he went live.
No, you notice she tried to hit it out of his hands. And that's when he was like, hey, shorty, what you doing?
Hey, man, she can come stay with me. Fuck it. Hey, she come stay with me. I'm a sucker for yellow hoes.
What about you, Is?
No, I remember her from back when I used to go to UCLA. I went to UCLA for a semester.
For real?
So, yeah.
That's what's up.
She was cool people back then. So, her brother even jumped into it.
Man, he
better chill.
Wait, he did?
Yeah.
I missed that.
I feel him, but at the same time, he shouldn't have been live either. He can't go live like that.
Would you have called the police?
The police were already called.
No, it wasn't. If you notice, throughout the middle of the whatchamacallit, he had told whoever old girl was with the dreads, the dark skinned girl, his publicist,
his assistant,
whoever it was, call them people, get the people on the phone. Like, would you have called the police? Because I heard a lot of that too. Like, yeah, he bogus as hell for calling the police on that and shit.
You know, I don't like calling the police, but if I felt like I really got to get this person out of my house, then I might go. I might, but I don't know about calling the police.
So look, I
don't know. I don't know. Y'all ever had somebody chase y'all?
Yes, around the house with a knife.
Talk about around like the streets.
That's
no, because I called the police, and that's when you had to come get me.
Oh man! Oh, I forgot all about that.
That's enough right there.
Man, so boom, I'm dealing with somebody who I was in a relationship with.
Lorena Bobbitt.
Lorena.
I'm lying. It wasn't a knife. It was the 2-pronged fork that you flip meat and shit. The sharp long shit.
The pork steak.
Yeah.
It's that Raphael side.
Yeah. So boom, we land in the bed. We get into it about whatever. I decided like fuck it, I'm finna leave. Now I didn't drive to her crib that weekend. She actually came and got me because I was sick. Mm-hmm. One conversation lead to the next. We arguing. I don't do too much of that. So fuck it. I'm finna bounce. she doesn't take it seriously until she sees me getting out the shower, packing my bag. I had already called you to come grab me or whatever. And yeah, that's when that happened. And so he came and so mind you, I'm an hour away from the crib. And I'm sitting on the edge of the bed getting dressed, minding my own business, all this other shit. And when she realized that I'm really finna leave, that's when this shit got real. It's like, oh, like, okay, well, let me try to talk. I don't want to talk now. Because there was some real shit going on, and she wanted the bullshit. So she thought that she was going to get a response out of me by kicking me. She kicked me in my back, like my lower back. I turned around like, don't do that. Like, I ain't known that. So she kicked me again, and I stood up. When she realized that I wasn't finna hit her back and do no wild shit back to her, that's when she wanted to start, like, picking up my bag, throwing all my shit out, took my shoes out, all my jewelry. Like, this when DVDs was still high. I had my DVDs in my bag. She took all that shit out, throwing it all across the room and shit. I'm pissed. But I can't touch her. Because, number one, I'm not supposed to. And her kid in the next room. I would be pissed if somebody started fucking with one of my kids' mothers.
Do you stop her from throwing your stuff?
I try to grab the bag. She's still trying to take the bag. It ain't number material shit.
Oh, she's strong.
No, it wasn't that. I could have snatched it, but it's like, I'm not finna do nothing more to incite what's already going on. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I called my cousin. Actually, no, I called my mama first. My mama don't answer the phone. I called my cousin. My cousin like, don't do shit to her. Let her do whatever it is she's doing. Make sure you straight. Call the police. I call the police. In the midst of while I'm calling the police, she's trying to chase me around the crib. Like, she goes to the kitchen because she was cooking. She was making cabbage and some other shit. I love cabbage. That's the only reason I remember. She grabbed the shit. I love cabbage. I want to be a cabbage. She grabbed the shit. She trying to do all this extra shit. By the time she actually starts to chase and shit, because like her house wasn't too far from the police station anyway, police pull up and all this other shit. They asked me they asked us what's going on. I give them the whole little rundown shit. They was like, well, what do you want to do? I'm like, honestly, I just want to get my shit and go. But my shit's so sprawled all across the room and shit. It's like, I'm not finna spend another 20, 30 minutes gathering all my shit, making shit right, making sure shit right and all this other shit. I just dip. Like fuck it. Like, let me get what I can get and take me to the gas station up the street. Well, I already got a ride on the way and shit. Like, so when you ask the question, when I see people asking the question, she did call the police, it immediately makes me go back to okay, so did y'all want this grown-ass man to hit this woman in the face? Like, did you want him to choke the dog shit out of her? Like, did you want him to actually put his hands on her and do something to her like a nigga on the street? Because he could have did that. Like, it's real weird to see that. What I'm realizing is, it's no right thing for any man to do in a situation like that. If he leave, he a coward. If you put his hands on her, he a coward. If you call the police, he a snitch, he a coward. What is he supposed to do? Because you're not holding this woman at all to no accountability. She get to spaz, she get to wild out.
She got held accountable for shit.
Nothing at all. She hitting him during the video while he on the live with all of us watching. Ain't nobody saying shit about that. She slapping his phone. She talking wild. He's asking her repeatedly to leave. He's still the father of that baby. She can leave. She can leave that baby there with him. That baby will be fine. I'm pretty sure he's not going to harm his child.
What I tell y'all last week, accountability. They just don't.
It don't exist. And it's like, if he'd have turned around and choked her on live, we'd have forgot everything that happened prior to the fact that he turned around and choked her. It's like, you only remember when it's something that's done to you in response to what you're doing. It's accountability at the end of the day. He ain't got to sit there and take that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, his publicist ain't a real one. Because if I'm paying you and you the woman, and you a woman and you on my pay team and you see this woman over here spazzing, I don't give a fuck if she is my baby mama.
What the woman supposed to do?
Whoop her ass.
What if she can't? What if she can't?
If she can't, then hey.
Just jump her.
That was Julius. That was not me. I'm snitching.
He ain't have to hit her in the face though. He could have. Let me stop. That's not.
Man, he could have gave her a nice little shoulder to the chin. So, it's just weird though. It's like I'm trying to figure out like what he did. Like, it's so my bad. He can't say that that she was his side chick. That's wrong. He can't call the police. That's wrong. We know he wasn't supposed to hit her. That's definitely wrong. Even though she's spazzing and doing all her little wild shit. And it's weird to me. Hold on. I'm going to give it over to you. Nobody's calling into account that she's doing all this weird shit. Her child is also in the house. Had that been a man doing all that weird shit while his kid was in the crib, he wouldn't have no visitation rights for that kid no more.
The baby was asleep.
What that mean? Not
that's
the baby. That's child endangerment.
Their baby was asleep. That boy good.
That was a part. But like, no, it's like it's no accountability. Like imagine spazzing when your kids is in the crib. Imagine spazzing when your kids or your daughter in the crib. The moment the police get called and you was doing all that shit, the next time you see your kids, it's gonna be with supervised visits. That's a fact.
I just, like the excuses that's getting made for like the postpartum and women don't get back to their normal selves until 2 years after birth. Like that shit is trash. Like,
and that's the only.
So
thing
you
that
can't make. So if that's you can't make no decisions for 2 years. Everything you say, I get the question for 2 years. Like what? Like you was depressed and like me and Dez was talking about this. Said like you was mad and depressed before you got pregnant. Like what? So the pregnancy, like what do it enhances it?
I think that neither one of them knew because when I found out, and I picked
that
on
she was
it,
pregnant.
No, I picked up on it when they said the baby was 3 months. I immediately went to okay, she's going through postpartum, and as a person who's went through postpartum from being the male standpoint with two different women, I can honestly say during both times I didn't pick up on it till after I thought that it was over. So, like a lot of the arguments and shit, and I'm not making no excuse for it. What I am saying is, okay, that's probably what it was. And he probably didn't know it at the time. And shit, she probably didn't know it. I'm not excusing none of the shit because I still stand on everything that I just said prior to. But it's like, that's probably where all that was coming from. Now, you still got to be cognizant of what you're doing at that time. You don't get to fall back on that after you spaz and wild out. Because putting your hands on somebody is not an excuse. Like, postpartum is not an excuse for you to turn around and put your hands on nobody or their belongings.
How soon do you file
Full custody?
Custody.
Immediately. But you're not going to get it because if you're the baby, I'm filing for full custody. You know where I stand at on that. I've always felt that way.
Joint custody, something.
No, full custody. Because see, to me, if you don't have enough restraint and enough wherewithal to not put your child in a dangerous situation, you don't necessarily need to have custody of the kid, in my personal opinion. Mm-hmm. Because what happens when you go too far one day? Because to me, talking about my 3 sons total, but the 2 that I brought into the world, there's nothing you can ever tell me that when you was wild and you fucked around and you hit my kid, and now my kid got a missing limb, missing eye, bruise, or some shit that can't, like, I'm gonna see. Even if the bruise ain't there forever. If my kid ever gets hit because you choose to start wilding and shit, understand that your days of being the custodial parent of my kid or children
are numbered.
Are over. Facts.
Numbered.
Over.
Numbered.
I know
the judicial system don't work that fast.
I know enough lawyers that could do an emergency whatever to get that kid out that house. Because I got the proof on this kid's face or their body.
Yeah, if they lose a limb or they got a bruise.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's why I said emergency.
Yeah, lose a limb.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Like I don't play about my kids.
If an arm get taken, you understand that. Most
even
definitely.
If you fuck around and you elbow my kid because you wilding out, and then I gotta turn around and I gotta look at my kid in the face and see this big ass bruise on on one of my son's face. We ain't got shit to talk about, my nigga.
That's just numbered, my nigga. You gotta go through. DCS. DCS and all that. I know you ego in your heart.
Then you can look. And then you can call me a snitch. I'm looking dead in the camera. Then you can call me a snitch.
You ain't, that's never been a snitch.
Cause I don't play about my kids. And so you ask how soon? Immediately.
What was the last thing you did for your kids, man? You know?
Shit, I just
last thing you put together for the sons, man.
MJ just turned 9
for the future.
Took him out for his birthday and shit.
Real talk. How was it?
Actually,
that was what, Saturday?
I bought him a ball to throw to him.
What kind of ball?
Football. He wanted a football.
Crap, man.
All day.
Not every
What
episode.
position? I think I saw a ball on one of your pictures.
Yeah.
You might want to go get him checked out though. He asked for a Pittsburgh Steelers birthday party next year.
Stop playing with me.
Who was that?
His son.
Yeah, fact.
His son.
That's the wildest lap
That's
park
the-
you ever told me.
Who
On the
you
G, I ain't
met?
lying. I swear to God, on my mama, I ain't lying. Like he looked. We was in the kitchen. He was talking.
Documentary.
He was talking to my mama on
Man.
FaceTime, and he was like, "I want to," because he a Milwaukee Bucks fan, and he actually was a Milwaukee Bucks fan before they won the
Giannis.
championship. And we was cutting his cake and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he had told my mama on FaceTime that he wanted Milwaukee. He wanted Pittsburgh instead of birthday next year for his 10th birthday. I almost cried.
Black and yellow.
Jesus, bro, all this shit got me numb. I need a therapist. Anybody know a therapist? Let me know.
I told you I got one. Actually, I got a couple.
Let me know. I need one.
I got one in me and Brigo too. Then I got a personal.
And to swing it around for me, you know what I'm saying, to close it out. You talked about what you did with your kids. You had the same mess. I mean, today I picked the kids up, took the kids to the park for about 15 minutes,
That's what's up.
probably 12 minutes. Let them hit the slides, hit the swings, hit the monkey bars. So went back to the crib, made sandwiches for them. Hams, turkey sandwiches. Toasted them, got them right. You know what I'm saying? Once we got done eating, took my son out to this flag football practice with my man Eric. He got a kid that's like 7 years old, phenomenal. What type of kid, scored 3 touchdowns in one game at 11 o'clock, at 1 o'clock, get 3 hits on the baseball field, and at 4 o'clock, score 3 goals in the soccer game.
He's a fucking triathlete.
Sound like me out there.
Good God.
Sound like me out there.
But anyways, I'm coaching a flag football team. Had my son out there. He's only 4 years old, but hey, I feel like he learned just by being in the atmosphere, man.
What age they start?
It's 7 and 9, but they do got a 4 to 6 year old division.
In a year and a half, Micaiah be out there.
Hey,
Do he know how to walk yet? Cause last time I seen him, all he was doing was running.
He still all he do is run.
Okay.
man, that's good.
Run and fight. That's all he do.
Fight.
Yeah,
Like that nigga got hands.
I think we've learned a lot today about each other
Absolutely.
and ordeals that we're going through, and I feel like somebody probably learned a lesson from us today out there. People that's tuned in to us.
Absolutely. Oh, and for all like the listeners and viewers, if it's stuff that you want to hear us and see us touch on and talk about, definitely leave comments under the YouTube page, under the Facebook page, under the IG page. Hit us personally in our messages or comments and shit. Because we could touch on it. Like I said, this is Unfiltered University. Like nothing's off limits.
Nothing. Probably finna get in trouble for this episode. I don't care.
Oh yeah, it's over for you. This nigga talking about open cases.
Open again.
All right, y'all. Class is out of session. Unfiltered University. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment.